Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, West Coast Wild Child. This will be the last video, I believe, of Japan. I had so much fun there, and watching back all the footage, I actually kind of want to go back. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to. Enjoy. So, I hopped onto a train from Kyoto to Osaka. They are actually pretty close to each other. I don't remember exactly how much time this took, but I think it was not more than an hour. If it even was an hour, to be honest. And the first place I went to is the Nishiki Market, which is a very famous market, and it is huge, and they have everything. So you can... yeah, literally everything. Yeah, like you can go and eat ramen, seafood, meats. They have literally everything you ever wanted and not wanted. They have a lot of fresh fish, lots of fresh vegetables and meats, and whatever it is you are craving, you will probably find it here. Yes, so this is some matcha thingies that I filmed mostly for you, Johanna, because you love matcha so much. Please watch this video. And yeah, I mean, it is great to just walk around here. They don't only have food, they also have like traditional clothing and sweets and shoes. Like, you can literally spend hours here and just run around, see what they have. I got a little mochi, which was delicious. And oh yeah, you can also buy like more touristy stuff, like magnets. But mostly what I was impressed by was the sweets. Like, look at these little... they're almost like small... I don't even know what to say. Like, they are art. Like, they are so pretty. And tiny and probably very sweet. Like, usually I don't like these kind of candies, but they were adorable, and maybe I should have tried one, but all the sugar. And these cookies, let me look at them. They are adorable. How do you even make that? Also, in the... I guess it's a bit outside the Nishiki Market, you have... is it a shrine? A temple? I'm not exactly sure how you would probably call this. Probably more like a temple, I don't know. It's beautiful anyways. The lanterns are... like, it started to get dark while I was here, so that is why you see, I guess, the lanterns a bit better. It was really beautiful. It was packed with people. And I guess that is also because it is close to like the market where people go for shopping, and it is really easy to just pop in and have a look. It was very beautiful, very calm, I would say, even if there were a lot of people around. And yeah, this is also one of the things I wanted to buy so bad, like all their clay, like their cups and their bowls and plates. Like, they are so beautiful. I hands down need to go back to Japan just so I can honestly buy stuff like this, because they are so pretty. I believe these are small, like sake bowls and perfume bottles, which you may or may not know that I actually collect. And also their fabrics are beautiful. They have such strong colors, and just the motifs and everything they have printed on them are gorgeous. I did manage to not buy another one of these. I already bought one in Hong Kong, actually, which I love very much, but I mean, they are just so pretty. I believe these are actually with gold, so they were kind of expensive, but they were beautiful. And yeah, they're just so good at making stuff, like and yeah, also they have a lot of theme cafes. They have like mini pig cafes, they have cat cafes, they have dog cafes, they even had an owl cafe. And one of the reasons why I didn't go is because one reason, I was too late, and second, I don't actually know how ethical these cafes are, because as much as I love Japan and the Japanese people, they are not necessarily the best when it comes to keeping animals in a good way. So that being said, yes, I wanted these cups so bad. I really wish I had a bigger backpack. Also, I kinda don't. This is actually a kimono that I bought. I could not resist. I did not plan to buy it, but it happened because it was beautiful. And the next day I went to the Golden Pavilion, which is this one. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. I actually rented a bike to get here, just because I could not be bothered to figure out the buses. Because I find it a bit hard actually to figure out the buses and the transportation in Japan sometimes. So I just took a bike and I went here. It was super nice. Also very hot. And from there I took my bike, I went to the Philosopher's Path, and from there I went to the Silver Pavilion, which is this one. And I don't actually know why it is called the Silver Pavilion, because it is not silver. Actually has nothing to do with silver, but who knows. They have a beautiful sun garden, and they also have more of a moss garden a bit to the side, and this was just so nice. Like, even better, like the surroundings of the Silver Pavilion are actually even more pretty than the Golden Pavilion, but I mean both of them are very worth seeing. So if you come here, I would definitely recommend that you see both. And this is like the moss garden, which was beautiful. For some reason the camera messed up the colors a bit, but it was super green. It was so cool. And yeah, you can just walk around here for a really long time, look at everything. It's super nice. Be warned though, there are some creepy crawlies. Kyoto is for sure one of my absolute favorite cities that I visited in Japan, just because everything is so like more traditional. There's so many temples. A lot of people rent kimonos, which is a traditional Japanese dress, and walk around in that. And also if you want to do like tea ceremonies and stuff, I do also recommend you do it here in Kyoto, opposed to doing it in Tokyo. I'm sure you can do it in Tokyo as well. I just found that there were not so many places to actually do it. And yeah, Kyoto is beautiful. I believe I was here for only 4 days, which honestly I could have stayed a bit longer just because there are so many temples, and at the end of it you maybe will be a bit tired of it, but a lot of them are very worth the visit. And just because a lot of them, they're very pretty, very old, very famous. And yeah, if you want to go temple hopping, I definitely recommend you do it here. This temple was super cool. In springtime it is actually cherry blossoms beneath. So if you go here in the spring, you're gonna have a lot of pink flowers everywhere. At least that's what I've seen in the photos, and it looks super cool, which I'm sure is nice. I mean, it's awesome in the summer as well, but it's gonna be pretty hot and you won't have any flowers, but that's okay. So this is like right underneath the temple, and people here, they love Snoopy. Japanese love Snoopy, and I also love Snoopy, and most of all my parents love Snoopy. So that's why I try to film as many Snoopy things as possible. So this is Gion. This is the old town in Kyoto. and this is actually the next day. This is me on the roll again on my bike. This is the Kenninji temple, and what is so special about this one is that it has a huge painting on the ceiling, but clips of that will come in a second. They also have a beautiful Zen garden, which I overheard a guide talking to some tourist, and he said that these lines there are meant to imitate water, like waves. And yes, this is the painting that is in the ceiling. It is super cool. It took the artist 2 years to finish, which for that size I think is a pretty good time. And yeah, like I said, these lines, they are meant to represent waves in the ocean. And apparently these are kinda actually really hard to make. So hands down to whatever person who makes these, probably every day, because I don't know if it's windy or something. I guess the gravel just moves. I'm not sure. Also, the rest of the temple was super nice. Very traditional. Very cool. And I kinda want a house like that now, where you have kinda just like a garden segment in the middle of it, kinda. I just think it's such a nice way to integrate nature more into a house. Oh yeah, and this small place I went to for lunch, and I made a little greeting for the owner, and she got so happy for my little moose that she wanted a selfie with me. She was adorable. And again, another temple. This is the Fushimi Inari Shrine. Sorry if I butchered that name. What it is also known for, more specifically, is that it has 1,000 torii gates. And a torii gate is these red gates that you walk through. I also found a little grove of bamboo, actually, just off the path. It was really nice. It was not a big stretch of bamboo, but yeah. So these are the what did I just call them? Torii gates. Torii gates, and it is said that this has 1,000 torii gates, which I actually believe is the truth, because there are so many. 1,000 torii gates, here we go! Oh, it is hot, it's hot. But finally, after walking kilometers, it seems that I'm almost the only one. Also, one thing I noticed while walking through all of these gates is that actually the ladders, like the writing on them, you can only see from one side. Like when you're walking up, you can't see the writings on the torii gates, but when you walk the other direction, you will see a lot of Japanese letters, and I don't know exactly what that symbolizes or why it is like that, but it's pretty cool. Finally, I made it down to all the 1,000 torii gates. I don't know how many hours it took me. I think about three hours maybe. Like, I was not walking fast, and I took a lot of pictures, and it was nice. And yeah, I met a Korean guy on the way. I met one from Australia, and we met 2 Russian people. And yeah, people are just very friendly, and apparently I can brag about that. When I say Nastrovie, which is cheers in Russian, I say it perfectly without any accent. At least that's what the 2 Russian people told me. They were like, that was so spot on. I mean, language is fun, eh? This must be so cool in the springtime because all of these trees are cherry trees. Wow, imagine that with all the flowers. And of course I had to go to a tea ceremony because even though I'm not the hugest fan of matcha tea, I figured this is still something that you should do if you are interested in the traditions and the culture. And apparently to become a tea master, like every single movement you make should have a purpose. And you can see like how she's cleaning everything. Obviously it is already clean, but it's more of a courtesy to the guests to show that when you clean in front of them, you're showing that it's actually really clean. And apparently it takes about 30 years to become a tea master, like this woman is. And I was like, wow, that is wild. Because, like I said, like every single movement, everything you do with your hands is supposed to be an exact way. And like I could never do this. Like, oh my god, I would not have, I don't know. I could not do it. But it was really cool. So she kind of showed us how to do it, and then we got to make our own matcha. And what's so special about matcha, it is like a powder, it's a green tea. It's pretty strong, and you kind of whisk it with these little whisks made of bamboo. And you have to whisk it a certain way because you want it to be kind of a bit foamy and bubbly on top. And apparently I did a pretty good job. And while we are on the traditional path, I of course also had to rent a kimono because number one, they are beautiful. I wanted to feel fancy, and I mean all the good opportunities for photos, heck yeah. They also do your hair if you pay just a little bit extra, and I was like, okay, we are going the whole way. We are out and about and I feel beautiful. Maybe I find a prince, who knows? I hope the temple I'm going to is free because I didn't bring any money. And Johanna, you're right, the shoes are not comfortable at all. Oh well, at least I'm beautiful. Okay, I had this awesome kimono on now for an hour, and in 1 hour more I think I need to give it back because I need to give back the bike as well. But yeah, what else does someone do in a kimono? I mean, it's really hot. I have like 5 pieces underneath this. So yeah, I'm not really sure, and I didn't bring my money, so I can't buy any ice cream or anything, but I guess I just lounge around and look pretty. Johanna, you were right, my feet are absolutely dying. They are so uncomfortable. Oh well, at least we're on the way back. Honestly, I love this kimono. I would say the only thing is that the arms are a bit short. And also the lady that was dressing me, she was like, I don't know, apparently this is supposed to sit a bit higher as well, I'm not sure. But she just said, you're tall, you're very tall. So yeah, I don't know. I think it looks great, but yeah, it's just like the arms, but whatever, who cares? It's still awesome. Of course, I had to get some more pictures because when is the next time I'm gonna wear a kimono? Who knows? Maybe never. So I definitely used the time well. I have so many photos on my camera roll right now. Oh god. And this is the aftermath of getting the kimono off. Like, I don't know how many pieces of clothing I was actually wearing, but it was a lot. This is the place actually right outside where I dropped off the bike. And yeah, there was also a supermarket close by. Finally, a milk tea my size. There is something just weirdly comforting about banana milk. I don't know what it is. Usually I hate artificial like fruit flavors. But banana, like the more fake it is, like the banana flavor in this, like it's so fake that it makes Barbie seem real, but it's so good. It's so good. And I kinda emptied it in like 3 sips. I was like, but yes, delicious. The next day I hopped onto a train to Tokyo, and yeah. It's always great to either go by bus or train, I think, because you see so much more. This is actually the best look I ever had on Mount Fuji. I did not know it back then, but actually I never got a better look of it. I tried, but budget traveling. Well, it's good enough to sleep, eh? So I made it to Tokyo. I would say the only thing that really annoys me is that I cannot lock this door. So when I'm sleeping, this will be open. And I mean, from the outside I can lock it. Yeah, as soon as I'm inside, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna take my backpacks, because they're really heavy, and just place them in front of the door, honestly. And hope that if someone, for some reason, should come in here, I'll probably hear it, because these are really heavy, so you have to make some noise to get them out of the way. So... the glamour of this. Laundry day. After doing the laundry, I got some dinner. Yes, I know this looks insane. This is actually for 2 people. And no, I did not eat all of this in one sitting. I actually, in the beginning, thought I would, but no, I didn't. Actually, this much was left. But hey, I think I did good, to be honest. This is Shinjuku. This is more like the Koreatown. Or it is the Koreatown in Tokyo. Lots of K-pop stores and cafes and fun stuff that actually reminded me a lot of Seoul. And this is the garden, Shinjuku Goen Garden. Very beautiful, pretty big. They have like different sections. They have the French garden, they have the Japanese garden, they have the Taiwanese pavilion, and it's just really nice to stroll around. It doesn't look like it, but it was actually really warm. And I mean, I was here kinda end of summer-ish, and it was still pretty green. Like I said, it was still very warm. Super nice to just stroll around. And yeah, there were some fishies, and actually, if you don't know what this is actually a turtle. Like, I don't know what kind of turtle. It looked kind of funny. It had a pretty long nose. It was kind of cute, kind of ugly. So yeah, it was a bit of a cloudy day that day. I don't remember if it actually started raining later or not. But yeah, it was pretty nice. And on the way there I also passed the Japanese National Stadium, where they have some events and stuff. And from there I went to Harajuku, which is like a very hip shopping area. And I, of course, had to try on some white clothes, because that is pretty much what you do there. And I may or may not actually have bought one of these. You can guess which. And there's just so much to see, so many fun stores, avant-garde fashion. Also, if you like Harry Potter, they also have some merch like this and just so much of it. I was very entertained. I love this place. At least if you like shopping like me, then Harajuku is a very cool place to go. Lots of young people, lots of just over the top fashion. I love these shoes, by the way. Don't fit in my backpack, luckily. And pretty much whatever you're looking for, you can probably find it. And also everything you're not looking for, you can also find it here. This was some crazy story. You were not allowed to take photos inside, but they had a lot of stuff outside. So I was like, hehe, cool. And yeah, I wanted to shop way more than I did. Again, thankfully, my backpack is not that huge. The big one is only 40 liters, which was a choice I made in the very beginning because I am a crazy shopper. In the evening, I went to Shibuya Crossing, and this is a very busy place, and it is known to be multiple sidewalks and a lot of people. And actually I was contemplating whether or not I should go here, because I was like, how cool can a crossing be, you know? But it is actually pretty impressive. Like, look at all these people walking in their lines. And can you guess how many people bumped into me while walking here? Nobody bumped into me while walking here. Honestly, everybody should learn from the Japanese, because I mean, you see how many people this is, and even if there are so many and they're walking all directions, like, I don't know, they use their eyes and they respect you as a human being, so they don't run into you. So actually, even with this many people, like, I never felt claustrophobic. Like, people just take good care of each other. They see that you're coming and nobody bumped into me. It is actually kind of amazing. And then also in Harajuku, I found these boots. And I absolutely had to try them on because they are everything that I like. I love over-the-knee boots. I love big buckles on my boots. And I mean, usually I don't wear high heels, but isn't this like the sexiest shoe you have ever seen? Oh my god. The next day I went to Team Lab Planets, which is probably one of the coolest places that you can ever go to. It is like an interactive art exhibition, and they have different rooms that stimulate all of your senses. This is the first room. It's kind of, how do you even say it? Like lightning. Oh, it's just so cool. It's so cool. And all these small lights, like, they change colors, and they had different like frequencies when they blink. And this was just so beautiful, and I loved it. Also, there is some soft music playing, and it's just very magical. The next room, this is actually water that you're walking in. You are walking in warm water up to your knees, or depending on how tall you are, maybe not even to your knees. This was super cool. Like, all the colors and everything is actually only like lights projected onto the water. Like, all of these fish are not real. They are just light projections, but it still felt pretty cool. And the next room was like huge balls in different colors. Also cute. And this actually made me a bit sick. It is like a room that projected like a flower storm onto the walls and the ceiling. It was beautiful. I think it was the best to lie down here, because when I was sitting up I actually felt a bit sick. These ones I have no idea. It's like silvery, shiny beams. Also super cool. It looked like something from outer space, to be honest. And this one was also amazing. It was different orchids hanging from the ceiling in tiny ropes, basically. And I have no idea how they like water them and stuff, but it was just amazing. Like, if I could do this at home, I would. It was literally like walking in a dense jungle just made of flowers. It was absolutely beautiful, and I would have liked to spend more time here, but they kinda usher you through it a bit so people don't get stuck, because there is quite a few people going here. But it's just super nice and nothing you've ever seen before. One thing you might want to sorry. You might want to, if you have a dress, like wear pants underneath, because they literally mirrors everywhere. And if you don't have any pants underneath, you might catch a glimpse of everything. After this, I went to a museum. These prints are not the originals, which I thought they were at first. But all of these are replicas. Nonetheless, they are beautiful, made from the same artist who also made The Great Wave. It's super nice, very famous paintings, amazing colors. And then I found this kind of fish bowl again. It's so good. And then I also went to the zoo, and this is on the way to the zoo. It's like a, how do you call it? Lotus field. That's an ice bear that I found by accident. Actually, I was looking for the pandas, and these are red pandas that I also found on the way. Super cute, so fluffy. Like, look at them. They are adorable. But what I really wanted to see was the big pandas, because I'd never seen a panda before. And there it is! Ta-da! Super cute, munching away on some bamboo. Could not be bothered with anybody. Adorable. Also, on the way out from the zoo, I saw this eagle, and he was just sitting there, like he was not in a fence or anything. He was just free. I don't know if he escaped or if he was living there, or what was going on. But this is the lotus field again. Super nice. The flowers were not flowering anymore, but still it was still pretty cool. And this I saw from the restaurant where I was eating. I have no idea why there were small go-karts on the street. I have no idea. It looked like a lot of fun though. I don't know if these people were like somebody famous or anything, or if it was like a tourist thing. And then the next day I learned that our family cat had died, and I took it very badly. And if you say it's only a cat, well, you are only a human, and she was the best cat ever. I cried the whole day basically, and my eyelids were so swollen the next day that I almost could not open my eyes. But the show must go on. Humans live a very long time. And here I went to a spot where you supposedly could see Mount Fuji very well. That is said if the weather is actually clear. And yes, what can I say? That day it wasn't. Like, I will say the view was still pretty nice. Like, I mean, this is still gorgeous. But it took me 2 hours to get here from Tokyo. And as you can see, you cannot see Mount Fuji at all. It could have looked like this, but it looked like this. So yeah, that gray shadow there covered by a cloud, that is Mount Fuji. So yeah, I never really got to see it, but what you gonna do? Maybe next time. So this place is in a very cute little village. I really like the vibe here. Like, it was definitely more on the countryside, and it just reminded me of like the place where my parents lived. They also live pretty off. Just very cozy. Oh my god, the last night in Japan. Look at this luxury. What? It's been so long since I've been in a real hotel. Like, this is, yes, glorious. We have a water cooler, we have all the nice things. And I love when they have this, like you can make your own tea and your own coffee. Oh my god, this is great. Oh, honestly, I'm telling you, after being in hostels for soon a year, this is luxury. Honestly, this is so great. I'm so happy to have my own room. Look at that! I can just, I can sleep whenever I want. Nobody is gonna turn the lights on too early because they're gonna check out. Oh, yes. This is amazing. I'm so happy. Wow. I'm literally 1 minute walking distance from the central station area. And hello. Wow, that's a nice little car. I wouldn't mind that at all. Now the water cooker is not working. No. God, I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like it's in the best condition, I guess, but might have something to do with the instructions as well, which I cannot read. You guys, even inside the hotel, there is a vending machine. Oh, excellent. So that sushi was delicious, but you know, sometimes you just need a little bit more. So I went to the store opposite of the hotel and bought some chips. I do mostly like, my favorite chip is actually sour cream onion, which they usually don't have here around Asia. I found them a few times, but they're pretty rare. And I also have a beer. Hey, don't judge me. This is my definition of a good time. So tomorrow I'm actually flying to Hawaii. And until then, I am in my own room. Look at the luxury of this. Yes. Even after traveling for 9 months straight, it's still like the day before a flight. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. If it's like, I just always get a bit nervous, I would say. So, got some chips, got a beer, gonna watch some YouTube, gonna have a good time, gonna wash my hair, and yeah, look how long this has gotten. Like, wow, are you seeing this? Yes, I know it is very thin down there, but I mean, look at the length of this. Wow. Today it was maybe 19 degrees instead of the nice 30 that I had in Japan so far. Yeah, this is unacceptable. We cannot have it like this. No, I have to flee the country. It's getting too cold. It's getting too cold. Oh, I hate the cold. How will I ever go back to live to Sweden? I don't know. But yeah, good thing I'm leaving for Hawaii today, because there it is. I googled it yesterday, I think around 30 degrees again, sunshine. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I don't want any cold. No. Let's just flee the country, go somewhere warm again. Oh my god, I love my life. It scares me. I hope they don't hold me like in a small interrogation room and are mean to me. Like, I literally have friends who that happened to when they went to the US. Because apparently that's something they do sometimes. If they don't deem you worthy, I don't know, they think you don't have enough money and think you will go there and work illegally, they like fish you out from like when you land, and they put you in a little like interrogation room and they keep you there for hours and question you and shit. And I'm like, I'm traveling alone, like I can't handle that, like please be nice to me. Pray for me, guys.
Comfort is key. Ah, yes. Hawaii. Here I go.
There you have it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for watching. And the next video is actually gonna be about Hawaii, which is the place where I went after Tokyo. So if you are interested to see that, stay tuned and subscribe if you want to, and see you in the next one. Bye!